Fremantle versus West Coast. Western Derby 23. There's the Dockers. 6th position, 3 wins and 2 losses. As I mentioned, snuck home in that controversial finish over St Kilda to win by a point last week. Here come the West Coast Eagles, the league leaders, 5 wins, no losses. A belting 59-point win over the Brisbane Lions last week.
Oh, the buzz around the crowd is amazing. We've got some great matchups happening as well. Daniel Chick has gone to Medhurst. If you've got a sore thumb, you better be careful young Medhurst, because Chick, when he hits hard.
Games have started. Pavlich in the square, Peter Bell out.
And Selwood's just pulled out of the square. Stengline's gone in for the Eagles. Here we go. Western Derby 23, right around Australia. Live from Subiaco Oval. Opening bounce. Cox will go against Sandilands. Sandilands got the tap. Judd runs onto it and coming in hard off the square. The other direction was Peter Bell. Ball spills to Braun. He goes inside 50. Seaby off his hands. Fremantle under pressure early, but they do it well. Grover short to Thornton.
I mean, a physical start. There has just been everything going on. Pete Bell just not quite getting the timing right there.
They're looking to spot up some targets. Walker's broken away from his man. He's 70 from goal. Takes it inside 50 to the pocket. Ball pitches in front of Medhurst. Ricochets. Out on the full, is it? Some push and shove between Hunter and Polak. Plenty of tantalising matchups to keep an eye on. There's Carr and Selwood. And there's the little shot to the ribs that resulted in the 50-metre penalty.
And when he gets the opportunity, watch the thumping kick he has.
Here's Judd again. Possession 8. Stood up in the tackle. Rose up. Staker. Judd just racks it up, doesn't he? Quick kick by Wooden inside 50. They need a mark. They've got the height. Well done, Duffield. Sampy didn't quite strike it. Bell under pressure. Ball spills out. Rosa snaps on goal. Is this the first goal in the Derby? I think it is.
Seaby against Polak. Fletcher at the front. Pinched. Carr. Goal. Dockers square it up.
Quick transference of play, and here's Peter Bell. He's been busy, the skipper, down the line. Pavlich, good mark on the chest, opposed to Stengline. Walker back in the lineup, running hard, providing some midfield run. He's 80 metres out. He chips to Medhurst, not a great kick. Forced to spoil Hearn. It's taken by Thornton. Back to Medhurst, swings around on the right boot, kicks to the goal square. Glass is back with the fly to post to him. McFarlane. Here's Josh Carr again! That's his second!
Good contest early in the Derby. Fletcher couldn't get an effective kick. Hazelby linked up with Peake. Dropped the football. Bell came through. Dockers in control again through Johnson. Goes for a run. Links up with Matthew Carr, who's off the bench. And he finds McFarlane.
Just Mate is going in with physical touch and also giving the ball up very, very quickly.
He's kicked 11-5 this season, Luke McFarlane, and there's another. Dockers have got a flyer. The ball's with Black. And here's Johnson now to the far side of the ground. Tries to get away from Lynch and would have done so, but he dropped the football. Lynch stood tall. Turnover coming, and it could be a big one. Wooden can go to Staker. He's got a couple of metres on Black. Just needs a sit. Staker from 40 can balance up, bend it back across the body and kick a goal. Oh, that one hurts.
Here's Johnson, middle of the ground. Kick not good. Headland took his eye off and Kerr didn't. Headland's the last one to get up out of that contest. He's hard, Daniel Kerr. Scoop up from Rowan Jones, not good. He's slow to get up as well. It's back to Mundy. He's in the middle of the ground. He gets easily through Rosa and Lynch, then kicks it up high. Is there a mark? No, over the top, Pavlich. There's Stengline. Under pressure, Medhurst. Pavlich tight on the boundary line. Forced to kick with the left. Smothered over the line.
Jess Headland's gone from that collision.
It's definitely like a shoulder
or an AC joint.
He's gone in there and he just had an eyes for Daniel Kerr, not the football here, but Kerr just very strong, very, very hard.
Duffield to Mundy was dangerous, but high risk and high return for the Dockers. They're away through Carr. He can link up with Mundy. They run it down the outer side. The kick goes looking for Pavlich. It was well weighted. Stengline comes at him and does well. Play on the call. Umpire said the ball must have flicked his boot. Stengline's going to be run down as well. Great pressure, and that's holding the ball.
Changes galore on the bench. The Eagles about to make 3. Braun, Brett Jones and Seaby coming on. Kerr, Graham, and I think Lynch is coming off. Out of the contest, while that was all going on, there was no ruckman there for West Coast, so Sandilands took it himself. Coming off 6 last week. He's got his first in the Derby.
You can continuing to back Tyson Stengline on Pavlich.
Stengline, rather Sandilands infringed against by Cox. Here's Wooden. Plenty of time to assess his options. The kick is good. Here's Andrew Embley to get one back for the Eagles. And he does. Parker attacked the football. Sampi attacked him. Ball spills free to Mundy. He's wrapped up. It's a hot footy at the moment. Johnson. Dodd. He's in trouble. It's still alive. Judd wraps up Parker. Sampi strips him of the football. Now Fletcher. Off a step inside 50 by himself. Andrew Embley.
I'll tell you what, skill is up. There he goes, Embley on it. And it's a goal.
He'll get in their head if he has to. But the Eagles are in front. Cox wings it down, but only as far as Crowley. Inside 50. Open forward line for Freo. McFarlane does well. Taps it to his own advantage. Well done, Glass. Pressure, though, comes now with Pavlich. Left foot, saw a voice. Heard a voice, saw Headland.
Got it on very quickly. This time, Pavlich gets it on to Headland.
Right behind the kick. That's how it's done. Docker's back in front. Headland overruns it. Now, Eagles have numbers down the scoreboard wing. Lynch. He's got Graham standing alone on the forward 50. He's just got to look up and get it to him. Still 60 out, too far out. Dockers have numbers inside 50. Thornton and Duffield. Graham swings around. Right foot boot. CB hardly sighted, but got to the front.
To give CD that opposition, that's probably what Jason Ackermanis is taught you. I think he's illegal.
It's a goal. Scores a tie.
Judd up to 18 possessions. Selwood's had 13. Braun 10 and Rosa and Staker 8 apiece. And for the Dockers, Duffield with 10. 9 to Mundy, Bell and Michael Johnson.
Heath Black coming back on for Fremantle. It's only had 14 minutes of game time.
Sandland's pinged for a throw. Now, where does a tap become a throw? It's a fine line.
He is out on his feet, Sandlands. He is very groggy.
Ball's in the middle with Peake. Penetrating kick to 50. Pavlich with body strength. Works Stengline off and kicks a fantastic goal. Oh, that's class.
This game is certainly... Well, the speed's gone out, Peter Wilson. It's starting to get a bit testy around the packs.
Might have been more in the tackle when it comes to Sandland. Some of the players might actually know or have seen something we couldn't see up here. They're getting physical and all happening here at Subiaco Oval now.
And it's no surprise Heath Black, who got a bit of history in that same sort of area, really, a few years back. And is this going to be 50-metre penalty?
Yeah, it's gone to CB. Gone to CB, who happened to be, of course, the ruckman was involved with Sandlands. I don't think there was anything. That was just a big tackle, but it certainly heated this game right up.
It's derby time. You wouldn't want it any other way. Seaby kicks the goal. Margin back to 2 points.
Trust you're enjoying it as much as we are. Shammer towards Carr. Somehow Kerr emerged with the football. Carr slaps it to the line. A bit more niggle.
It's against Carr. You can't do that.
And that'll go back the other way. You can't do that either.
You're dead right. It's just silly now. It's getting... This is fantastic stuff, but it really is cool heads prevail time, isn't it?
Dangerous kick. Weirpunda floats across. Got a hand in there. Chick now to Weirpunda. It's a 2-on-1 out there in favour of the Eagles. If the ball stays alive. Staker from 52 metres can go inboard. And that little hand in there from David Weirpunda caught the Fremantle defence completely out of position. This to put the Eagles back in front. Looks good. Is good. Trots to defensive 50, kicks to the wing. Graham goes back, couldn't quite haul it in. Johnson kept his feet. Maybe he'll be the ruck option for them. They're running short of tools. Shammer spears a kick at the feet of Headland. He can go over the top to Black. Kerr will try and run him down. Weirpunda the other way. They ran into each other. Black, now Headland. Des loads up from 50. Goes for it and gets it.
back to Judd. Give him a sniff and he'll hurt you up. Quick kick. Lynch is there. Good pressure from Grover. He's an outstanding defender. And he does well. Stands up tall. Wins it out to Crowley. 10 seconds to go. Have the Dockers got time? Worked underneath the ball. Thornton and Wapunda. They just hold. Thornton toe pokes it inside 50. Hearn has to be good. He is. That should be X. Half time. It is one of the best. It is a classic contest. It is a 2-point lead and it's still on. These two have been at it for a while.
Since October.
The Dockers lead by 2 points.
Fremantle 7-8-50, West Coast 7-6-48. It's not quite over yet. Ryan Crowley, a late inclusion. An uneasy truce. You could describe the opening 5 minutes of the third quarter after the fireworks late in the second term.
The Fremantle players have worked this pretty well. They do need to slow it down. They've done that. They've made it a closer game now. They've just taken the free running out of it and just starting to strangle the game of football. They'll need to do it. Jones
and Selwood now in the ruck for West Coast. It comes to Staker. He kicked one from there earlier. Now he's got two.
Johnson is running Cox down the ground. He doesn't take it. This could hurt Fremantle. Stengline put it on the carpet. Johnson did well. Second effort enormous. That's the type of stuff that wins games. He chips it out to Polak. Kicks to Pavlich. Hunter's lost him. Going for his third goal at this end of the ground. Steers it home. Dockers lead by 9 points. Derby 23 is alive.
Got it to ground and we're a punter. Best mop-up man in the business. Gives it to Hunter. Eagles away around the outer side. Here's Wooden. He's got Jamie Graham leading at him. Goes longer than that towards Embley versus Dodd. It sits for Embley. He puts on the afterburners. He runs to 30. He runs to 20. And he misses. Exciting build-up. Disappointing finish. Judd gives it off to Weirpunda. This game just building to a crescendo. And it deserves it too. Deserves a ripping last quarter because, gee, the first three have been outstanding. Polak to Thornton. He launches it long inside 50. Pavlich has got away. This to reinstate their 10-point lead. We've played 23 and 3/4 minutes in the term. Pavlich, deliberate, effective. Dockers sneak away again.
10-point lead. Fremantle's way. Cox wins it down. Numbers favour West Coast. Off a step, Stengline. Spirals it inside 50. Big fly, Hearn. Rosa wrapped up in the tackle. Sampi slow to get up behind play. That's the reason why, because the big thighs of the big unit, Shannon Hearn, and yes, there's blood coming from the face.
In his second game of football, had 10 last week against the Saints. Dangerous kick to Carr. We said they had to be tidy. Embley's forced a contest. And the Dockers get away with it. Grover, Shammer, they're really making hard work of it though. Parker, 27 seconds left, still time for tragedy.
On the ball.
And he's thrown it. There was a sense of inevitability about it.
Just got corralled up, too many numbers around the park.
15 seconds. Kerr, he doesn't know it. They need to move it on. They need a marker at Crumb. He attacks the goal square in from the side. Judd. There's the Crumb kick and there's the goal. Oh, that's a big play. Right on the siren. With 68 seconds left, they had the ball in the back pocket. We said they just needed to be tidy. Can they get their monkey off the back? They've lost the last three derbies. They've won just 5 of 22. West Coast get first use through Jones. Kerr hits it at pace. Spins for a tackle. Cops a high one from Johnson. Down he goes. Umpire was blindsided. Braun inside 50. Here's Johnson. He's taken down hard by Rosa. They're going at it hard early. Judd. Kerr's back up. Cops another one from Black. Down he goes. He's Black under pressure. How good was that opening 30 seconds? Pavlich's kick a little wobbly. Lynch with the height advantage over Duffield. Did well at ground level with strength. Won the contest. Opens it up. Selwood's handball. Floats to Braun. Here's Judd. Puts on the afterburners. Steadies from 40 and goes bang! West Coast in front.
Plenty of players back inside the Dockers forward 50. Parker has to be patient. They need a mark, Fremantle. Ball comes to the skipper, and he kicks the goal! They're in front by a point! West Coast have numbers out wide. On the coach's box side, Jones. Braun has to be good. Seaby has to keep his feet. Shammer couldn't do it. Braun down the line if Rosa can spot him up. Round the corner, Braun marks and goes. Back to the goal square. Stake is in pretty good position. Got it! A bread and butter kick, but not on this occasion. The pressure is enormous on Brent Staker. Can he put the Eagles back in front? Yes, he can!
.153 on the clock. We're Punda. Players cramping up around him.
You just can't go into your shell in this game of football. With a minute 33, you've got plenty of time.
Wooden to Weir Punda. We saw what happened when Freo tried to ice the clock late in the third. They've got to be positive, the Eagles. Pavlich can't take possession. Could have been a free kick. Umpire called play on. Hoyt forward. Embley. Shammer gets back on it. A minute 20. Black from half back. Bell's got some space, the skipper. What can he set up? He looks up, goes to 50, in the sun. Hazelby's got it. Peter Bell gives the double fist pump. Paul Hazelby has won 3 Glendinning medals. Has not kicked a goal this season. And will go back from 45 metres out. More or less directly in front with less than a minute on the clock.
Comes to 1%ers. Andrew Emily's done dot in the air all night.
Hazelby kicks. Dockers in front. The Dockers are back in front. The 12th lead change sees the Fremantle Dockers hit the front.
Centre clearance, yes, it is important. And it's going to come out through Carr. He was taken in the tackle. Kerr ripped it out of his hands, then tried to overcook it. Was Bell taken high? No, clock stops. 28 seconds. Dockers lead by 5 points.
And this is where West Coast are specialists. They are brilliant when it comes to these clearances. They've been dominating all year in this area. Can Dean Cox set West Coast here?
Seaby took it out of the ruck contest. You're in trouble. You're gone. That's holding the ball. Is that the ball game? Clock ticks down.
Great presence of mind from Polak. Didn't contest, just wrapped him up.
They can't lose from here, surely. Carr to Polak. Fremantle have won a classic. Paul Hazelby with the winning goal.